the last great residential real estate investment opportunity in the wealthiest city in Texas, and how you can reap the benefits of it well before anybody else knows about it. Of course, I'm talking about the new development of Carillon Park in Southlake, Texas. And if you want to know more, this video is for you, so stick around. In my former life as an investment professional where I managed wealth for ultra high net worth clientele, I had a lot of developer clients who had made a lot of money over their careers simply by looking at where developers were developing land and working in conjunction with cities, and they would go and acquire land before properties were built. This was a time-tested and well thought out strategy, and one that you can take advantage of right now with the last residential development opportunity in Southlake, Texas. Now, Carillon Park is a 42-acre mixed-use space that's going to be located directly off of Whitechapel Boulevard and the 114 freeway. It is going to be a European-style themed mixed-use space with 565,000 square feet of mixed-use space. It's going to include a boutique luxury hotel. It's going to include a 9-acre central park. It's going to include a nice bell tower, a new central library, a performing arts center. It's going to include a $4.5 million fountain that's going to have live music and lights via the Bellagio in Las Vegas, which I know something about, and it's going to be the new center of economic and social activity for the city of Southlake, Texas. This community is also going to feature 50 condominiums as well as 79 luxury high-end homes that are available for development right now. Now, this 42-acre parcel was originally part of the community of Carillon in Southlake, which is a high-end residential location and community in Southlake, Texas. The original developer, Hines Development, was going to develop this back in 2008, decided not to, wait until 2016, and ended up selling off the property to Chase Development. Chase Development then took the property in 2018 and had plans all set to work for a mixed-use development in the space, and they were all set to go until 2020 happened, and of course everybody knows what happened with the pandemic. After the pandemic ended, John Terrell, the former mayor and city councilman of Southlake, actually stepped in with his development company, Carillon Crown Partners LLC, and Carillon Crown was able to work out a deal with the city of Southlake to move forward with the project. Now, it's important to note that John Terrell actually spent numerous hours and time and months over in Europe to be able to find the specific locations that were going to be the inspiration for Carillon Park. They took numerous photos, videos, and went through the entire process to make sure that this was a top-notch luxury location for the city and would be a major stopping point for tourism as well as the citizens of the local area. According to former Mayor Terrell, and I quote him, "You have those opportunities a few times in your life to create something incredibly special. This is one that not only this city, but the developers are extremely proud of." Now, my thoughts on this project. So the theme of Carillon Park is going to be modern European luxury with cobblestone streets, with a central park, as I said before. Now, this is going to be in contrast with Town Square in Southlake, and Town Square in Southlake is done more in a traditional American colonial style. So the idea behind the developers is to create this economic improvement in the city and have it focus more on tourism. So there won't be any retail restaurants, there will be chef-inspired restaurants. There won't be any big box retailers, there will be boutique retailers. There will be a boutique luxury hotel. So it's going to be very high-end and very luxurious from that perspective. Now, with this new development, it's going to be an almost $300 million development. And given its proximity just a stone's throw away from Schwab's headquarters, Fidelity's headquarters, TD Ameritrade's headquarters, and Deloitte's headquarters all in Texas, you have this now 114 corridor, which is becoming a very special place for economic activity. So the 565 square feet of mixed-use space will also include retail, it will include office space, and it'll be a great place to grow and build a business if you're looking to be in the new economic center of activity for Texas. In order to keep the 8 acres of space, the city of Southlake worked very diligently with Carillon Crown Partners to be able to provide economic incentives to be able to put in a high-end parking garage or parking structure in order to keep 8 to 9 acres available for a central park in the middle of the complex. Now, I want you to imagine this. Imagine having your luxury home and you're able to walk down to Performing Arts Center and see a Broadway show. You are then able to walk over a few steps away and you're going to be able to go over and see a light show and a music show a la the Bellagio fountains in Las Vegas. Then after the light show with the Bellagio Hotel, you could then walk over to Central Park in New York, have a nice time, and then literally walk walk steps back to your home. This is going to be the living experience of people who live in this area. So I'd have to imagine if you were able to buy property back right next to the Bellagio on the Las Vegas Strip prior to them building the Bellagio, or directly next to Central Park or Broadway prior to them building that, I think you'd be very happy with the investment return over that long period of time. And this is the exact type of thing we're discussing today with Carillon Park and why it is such a special project. Now, as the developers have stated, they've stated that this is not going to directly compete with Town Square. However, we've lately found out that the library that is currently located in Town Square is going to be moving to Carillon Park. Given the vast economic resources that are being put into Carillon Park, its proximity to the economic financial hub of Dallas-Fort Worth, and everything going on with the new modern luxury of a boutique village, it would be almost economically impossible for the economic benefit to far exceed what is already in Southlake Town Square. Now, this will also have vast economic impact for the city of Southlake itself. The surrounding communities around this new development of Carillon Park will see greater increases in home values. So Carillon itself, the community of about 400 acres of residential homes, which is literally at the doorstep of what this new development will be, will see vast increases, and the surrounding communities around it will have a ripple effect out. Also, given the surrounding communities of Colleyville and Keller and Westlake and Grapevine, those areas will also see good economic impact from this development. So what's going to be included in Carillon Park? Well, I'm going to run down a list for you right now. There's going to be 565,000 square feet of mixed-use space. There's going to be a brand new city library. There's going to be a brand new performing arts center, which is going to do Broadway-style shows and musicals. There's going to be a boutique luxury hotel. There's going to be 50 residential condominiums. There's going to be new office space, Class A office space. There's going to be chef-driven restaurants. Like I said, no chain restaurants. There's going to be retail space with boutique retailers. There's going to be a 9-acre Central Park with a $4.5 million boutique fountain with lights and music reminiscent of the Bellagio fountains in Las Vegas. And as I said, it's all going to be in a European theme. So there's also going to be a very large bell tower. There's going to be cobblestone streets. It's going to be a top-notch luxury experience for the city of Southlake that should drive a lot of tourism, but also drive a lot of the locals, and should be the new center of social and economic activity for the city when it's all said and done. Now, this is not to diminish Town Square. Town Square is a wonderful place to live, work, and play, and is a great center and will continue to be a great center for a long time. But when you have something new and luxurious like this that is completely unique to the area, it's hard not to see how that economic benefit is not going to vastly outweigh what's happening in Town Square over the life of this project. Now, the original plans in 2018 only included 9 residential lots, so they had the 50 condominiums but only 9 single-family homes. When Carillon Frown took over, that was reissued, and now there are going to be 79 luxury custom homes built in this area. And I have to say that this is the last, best, greatest opportunity to get a new home build in the city of Southlake. If you understand the city of Southlake, there is only 8% of the entire city that is undeveloped, and the city has already come out and said through their plans, through their 2025 and 2030 initiatives, that remaining 8% of property is going to be primarily focused on Class A office space, mid-rise Class A office space. So other than the occasional one-off lot here and there, if you want to build a new home in Southlake, this is the last greatest opportunity. Home prices are going to start in the $1.5 million to $3 million range, but it's going to be all custom builders, and the custom builders that are in there will really build whatever you want depending on the lot size and what's going on. Now, I will say this, even though this information is brand new, and I went to my team and rushed out this video to make sure you had the information you needed, lots are already selling. And I'm going to tell you this, in the next few months, as this information becomes more public and more people become aware of it, every broker in the state of Texas is going to be calling their high-end clientele and trying to get these lots. So if you want to get one of these lots or want to be in this community, either from an investment perspective or from a long-term hold and residential living experience perspective, because the living experience here is going to be unlike anything else in luxury real estate in the entire area of Dallas-Fort Worth, then this is your last greatest opportunity to get in on the ground floor. Pricing will never be lower than it is today, but I will say this, lots are already selling. The builders have already been selected, and there are already people out there selling the property. So if you want to act, you have to act very quickly to get in on this opportunity. So right now, given the limited availability and the time constraints of moving quickly, what we're doing here at Elysian Properties is we're putting together an interest list of qualified buyers and qualified individuals who are interested in relocating their businesses or investing in Southlake, Texas, or the DFW area. If this opportunity sounds like it's something you'd be interested in, do me a favor favor, click the link below, book a discovery call with me, or just get in contact with me and let me know you are interested in Carillon Park. Then from that point, I can get you all the details, the information you need to know. The more people that we have that are on our interest list, the more buying power and leverage we're going to have with the developers to be able to have them release lots early or potentially get better values or better deals as they come available. Now, lastly, I'll say this about the Carillon Park project. There are other projects in the DFW area that are similar to this. The one that comes to mind primarily is Entrada at Westlake, which is literally a mile away right down the street. But here's the big difference between Carillon Park and Entrada Westlake. They're both European-style village themes that are going to be very high-end luxurious properties. But the main difference is Westlake is only about 1,200 people, and Westlake is got a lot of room to expand and grow, so it's going to continue to grow and move forward. Also, Entrada at Westlake is going to be about 340 residences as opposed to Carillon Park, which is only going to be roughly 129 if you include all the single-family homes and the condos. So literally, this is the last chance to buy a brand new luxury home in Southlake, as opposed to Westlake, where there will be development going on in the residential side for a long time. Both are great opportunities. We're actually dropping some videos regarding Entrada at Westlake coming here very, very soon. And just to let you know, there's going to be another community that nobody knows about that's going to be similar to those, not quite as luxurious, but very, very high-end, coming very soon to Colleyville that not a lot of people know about, that we'll be giving you the inside information on first. So if you're finding value in the information we're giving you here at Elysian Properties, do me a favor, hit the like button. It really helps us to put out more content. It helps spread the message and get information out about the information you need to make the best decisions about relocating to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or buying and selling, or moving a business, or general investing, or consulting services. So that's it. In 2023, everything you need to know about Carillon Park. Now, also keep in mind, I live literally half a mile from Carillon Park. I literally drive by it every single day. So if you are interested in acquiring property there, I am certainly your guy to be the boots on the ground to be able to go in there and check on your investment and make sure everything's going according to plan and give you the updates you need, especially if you're coming from out of state. So I hope everybody out there has a great day. Y'all stay safe out there, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you so much.